Welcome to the temples.
Phones and buses.
So this week's topic, phones and buses. I'm sure all of you have some story of your own to do with a phone and a bus.
That's how you gonna start it? Are you serious?
Wait, man.
So I was on the bus one time and there was these kids at the back of the bus playing music on their loudspeakers as they do. This day, I wasn't about it. This day, I was really tired, finished work. I just wanted to go home. I just wanted peace, quiet and sleep. So I said to the boy, please, just turn it down, turn it off even. And he said to me, the phone was made to do this. So I just said, okay. And he got off the bus.
If there is one thing I cannot stand about public transport, it is people and talking loudly on the phone. Specifically Africans. Sometimes yardies. Yardies aren't really a people. Why do you feel the need to let everybody hear your conversation? You do not need to speak 10 decibels above Armageddon to get your point across. Person can hear you. We can all hear you.
Now, I'm not one for racial profiling, as you guys know. But tell me you haven't heard once, just one time, a yardie on the phone and they're not threatening someone. Just one time, have you heard them say, okay, I'll be back, Susan, I'll be back to cook, whatever. You don't ever hear that. Someone's getting stabbed, someone's baby daddy's getting hung, I don't know, something's happening. And Africans, I don't think they figured out there's a microphone in the phone. They think they gotta shout back to Africa. Yes, I'll be there in a minute. I will be there very soon. Is this phone, can you hear me? Yes. Yes, we can hear you. What's the African name?
Uncle.
Timmy Wabba. Abi Bunje. We hear you.
You said it like you didn't know.
This is why people have more and more been indulging in headphones. They're trying to block out all the excess noise that we do not need.
When people are on the bus, on their phone, it's a public display. They want everyone to know, firstly, that they got a phone call, because actually people don't get that many phone calls these days. It's more text messages and Facebook and stuff. So when they are on the phone, they're like, yeah, what's up, girl?
And actually, I say specifically Africans and yardies, but if I really think about it, it's the people with the loudest, most obnoxious sounding voices that seem to feel the need to
Fan the fire.
Just the fan.
Yeah.
Fan things.
Fan it.
I guarantee you, one of the bus journeys you take this week, you will hear a loud African, a loud Jamaican, a loud chav.
You're right. How you doing, darling?
The ugly friend.
Have you ever noticed that the most beautiful women have the ugliest friends? And I think it's just to keep up the appearances, because I noticed that two pretty women can't be friends for that long because a battle happens.
The ugly friend. It's a social epidemic. There are always these beautiful girls and they are surrounded by some nice girls, but there is actually sometimes always this one friend, the ugly friend, who has this mental complex where she is the sole protector of this entire group. And if you try and talk to any girl in this group, you're gonna have a conversation with the ugly friend. So I was out in this club, dancing, doing my thing, getting money, and there was this group of girls. I would just like to pay my gratitude to Miley Cyrus because her twerking has infected white women in a different way. I've never seen white women dance in a club like this. Well, back to the story. So I was there, dancing, doing my thing, and there was this group of girls, and they were doing their thing, and one girl in particular was looking at me, and she looked alright, so I thought, okay, if she keeps looking, I'm gonna talk to her. Later on in the night, I go to talk to her, and guess what? I had a conversation with the ugly friend.
I'm just here trying to have a simple conversation with this pretty young thing, and now I've got to deal with Mandy Quarkenstein, who comes over looking like a Klingon, trying to talk to me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody wants to see that. Get out. All the way out.
So if you're a young lady and you're sitting there thinking, wait a minute, I don't have any ugly friends. And there's probably you that look like Danny DeVito in a wig. You are the ugly friend. So
I was gonna say.
the thing is, I don't know if anyone's watched the film How to Be a Player, but it teaches you that you should talk to the ugly friend first, get all hyped up so the other girls think, oh, he must have something. But sometimes you just can't face it. You can't. I mean, everyone else looking so pretty, but you're dressed like everyone else, but you're the ugly friend.
I often see the ugly friend and think to myself, why do you do it to yourself? You're obviously insecure for some reason or other, so why hang around with girls 10 times better than what you look like? Even though looks is not everything, if it's a night out, looks is definitely everything. It's a very superficial event. So don't hang around with the girls that are going to get all the attention only to interject and just cause confusing and awkward situations for guys. We just want to talk. And it's not to you. Like, if we wanted to talk to you...
I just want to dance.
And it's not with you.
It's not a purely physical thing. I personally think all women are beautiful. But it's the fact that you're gonna block us with the one we want. Like Shay said, we just wanna dance a little, but not with you. We just wanna live. But not with you. With you, not. We don't want to be with you in any way. Just want to talk to the pretty girl. I hate to break this to you. It's not you. So basically, what we're saying is, if you happen to be the one that no one desires, just stop stepping in. May a button? No, you can't. May I have this dance? No. Just sit down. That's alright.
I don't know. Is it even her fault? Or maybe it is the fault of the friends. Maybe they do keep her around as the bodyguard. Is she employed? Like, is she on a wage? Because sometimes, now you think about it, what does make her feel like, even though she's so, in terms of looks, her level of attraction and their level of attraction are not on par. So there would be a reason why she would feel like she can hang around with these girls more than friendship, because it's a night out. So obviously they're feeding her ego and telling her, yeah, you look beautiful, darling. I'll put on that dress. So I know we've been referring to you as the ugly friend, but you can't be completely ugly. There must be some nice things about you that we are not aware of in the nightclub. But maybe the nightclub is not your scene. Why don't you try the library, the cafe, the coffee shop, the restaurant? Try things that work in your favor. Things that allow people to get to know what is beautiful about you.
Exactly. See, the thing is, not everybody's beautiful on the outside. But I would take a Klingon over a bitch any day. So what really matters is what's in here. Sometimes you could be attracted to somebody who isn't what would ordinarily be your type, but it's because they're beautiful on the inside. I don't know. The thing is, I might be the ugly one.
I'll vote Jack is the ugly one.
I second that. I vote Jack's the ugly one.
I vote Jack's the ugly one. Wait, what? I vote you both off the island.
If I was rich.
Rich, like if I was really rich, what would I do? I think I'd do some nonsensical things. Like I would have maybe 50 tiny little plates, each filled with milk, and each little plate with milk in it has one Cheerio in it, and I take Cheerio shots in the morning.
If I was rich, I'd buy 4 turtles. And
If I was rich, I'd buy schools and close them down.
If I was rich, I'd buy all of London City's popular architectural structures and turn them into council estates.
If I was rich, I'd build a mansion for my mansion to stay at when I'm away.
If I was rich, I'd pay Janet Jackson to play badminton by herself.
If I was rich, I'd be Mario for a day. And I wouldn't even save the princess. I'd just beat Bowser, just jump on turtles and mushrooms all day.
If I was rich, I'd close down every TV channel and make my own one called Channel Shay. You just go watch me all day, every day. Even on Sky Digital, 900 channels of me, just different angles.
If I was rich, I'd have a jetpack. Be the Rocketeer out here.
If I was rich, I'd hire out Buckingham Palace to have one of those ocean raves. You know,
Yeah!
say it all day, every day.
If I was rich, I wouldn't even bother going to the moon. I'd make the moon come to me. Because I have so much money, I can defy the laws of physics.
If I was rich, I'd have human wallpaper. Just strippers twerking all over the wall all day, just hanging on the chain. I don't want to do it. I don't want y'all to see my ass. But you know what I mean. Just twerk. I just lean up against the wall all day.
If I was rich, I'd put a condom on a gherkin and have sex with the moon.
Eminem, the rap god.
Eminem's released another single, Rap God. It's not bad. It's not bad actually. I wouldn't say it's the best song in the world, but he did drop some bars, boy. The flows were there. He did like 1 million flows. That I wasn't really feeling the 1 million flows, but it made me think maybe the Slim Shady LP2 could be credible.
The Marshall Mathers LP2. I heard Rap God last night. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers came knocking on my door. Who went to primary school? Not you, stupid. Right, so I listened to Rap God. When I heard Rap God, I was excited. I saw that the track was 6 minutes. Like, it was around about 6 minutes. I thought it's quite long. I started listening and it was just Eminem freestyle. It has a bit of a chorus, but it was just flow after flow and various incarnations of Eminem, Slim Shady's rap styles, and it was just I can't wait for this new album. After hearing Berserk, I was like, and I like Survival. but I still wasn't really feeling hyped for the album. Now, I'm involved.
Speaking of Eminem, Beyonce's got a new calendar coming out.
Speaking of calendars, Cliff Richard needs to stop making calendars. I don't know why people keep taking pictures of him.
This week's sacrifice, the Westboro Baptist Church of America.
The Westboro Baptist Church of America. These are the dudes you see holding placards saying God hates fags and all this kind of rubbish and just going out of their way. Going out of their way to just bring everyone down and like, you're gonna go to hell if you look a certain way. Do you listen to rap music? You're going to hell. They recently appeared in Russell Brand's show in America, and he just made a fool of them, as he does, with long words they didn't understand. But he was trying to say to them, what's the problem? Like, Jesus was talking about unity and love, and I think they need to be sacrificed, because calm down. Why are you living your whole life trying to hate all the time?
Russell Brand spoke to these fools, and I love when Russell Brand interviews people. I'm not a fan of Russell Brand. Why can't I say his surname? I'm not a fan of Russell Brand as a comedian, but when just him as a person, I absolutely adore. He has this wonderful way of using people's own lack of intelligence and stupid opinions to make them look even worse, and it's fabulous. I do wonder though, why is it necessary for churches to have such long names, especially in America? The Westboro, what was it?
Right.
The Westboro Baptist Church of America, is that necessary? Really? Like Christ the Redeemer of Jerusalem in Nexus and 5. What? Why so many names? If I was rich, I'd make you all subscribe right now. If I was rich, I would play Sims for real.
Eat now, go sleep, read the book, talk to him. You talk to him.
Dig.
You wait in the swimming pool all day. These are the random Sims requests that people do. Go in your bedroom. If the house is on fire, go in your bedroom. Stay in the bedroom. If the house is burning down, stay in the bedroom. And you get in the kitchen, cook a meal.
If I was rich, I'd buy $1,000 worth of weave and give it back to Yumi.
If I was rich, I would block people for real. Blocked, and they just go to the block district. Kind of like prison, but it's not prison. They can talk to each other, they just can't talk to me.
If I was rich, I'd end this episode.
Dig.